Good morning. Some people recently have emailed me and texted me and said, Father Joe, you need a haircut. Well, I understand and I agree, so I'm hoping that soon the barber shop will be open. Today is the second Sunday of Easter. We have a wonderful reading. The first reading at Mass is from the book called the Acts of the Apostles. And that book tells us the story of the church at the beginning, the time after Jesus had ascended to heaven and left his apostles and the Blessed Mother with a group of followers. In the reading today, it tells us that the people who belonged to Jesus gathered together and shared everything they owned, everything that seemed important. They were very generous in sharing with one another. And I thought about that, especially today in our situation, still facing this terrible sickness, this COVID-19. Why? Because even though many people are staying at home and they're following the government's orders, and it's really important, you see so many other people, our police, our fire, National Guard, the nurses, the doctors, drivers, people trying to help each other, even though it's risky. It's a wonderful example of that sharing, not thinking about me, no, thinking about other people and being willing to share and help people who are really in need. That's the meaning of that generosity, that true sharing. It's not only sharing things, it's really the willingness to share your time, your patience, to share your life. In the gospel taken from St. John, we have a story that all of us know. It is the story of the apostle Thomas. What happens is the day of the resurrection, Jesus appears with the apostles, and all of them are stunned. Oh my gosh, it's Jesus, it's the Lord. But Thomas is not there. Later, Thomas comes, and the apostles said, we've seen the Lord. And Thomas doubts. Really, you've seen the Lord? I need to see him. I need to touch his wounds in his hands and his side. Then I'll believe. What happens? A week later, again, the apostles are gathered together, and Thomas is with them. And Jesus appears. And Jesus looks at Thomas and says, come here. Touch my wounds, my hands, my side. Stop doubting and believe. As I read that story, what really hit me was that here was Jesus saying to his apostles, I'm willing to share everything with you. I'm willing to share in your sufferings because I know what it means to suffer. And that's the message for us today. Today we call Divine Mercy Sunday, a beautiful feast to remember God's mercy. And we see this beautiful image of love pouring out from the heart of Jesus into our lives. And Jesus is with us in our sufferings. Jesus is with us in this time of struggle and pain and doubt. Jesus never ignores us, never abandons us, never forgets us. And so today, as we think about and remember the gift of God's mercy. Let us be very grateful, thanking the Lord Jesus once again for his love, his presence in our lives, and especially in these times of struggle and pain, thanking God for never forgetting us, never leaving us, never saying, I'm not interested in your life. God's mercy and love is forever.